Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Namaskaram to all. Srimate Lakshmi Nrusimha Parabrahmane Namaha. After the introduction part, this episode we are going to enter the divine experiences of Sri Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami. I have decided to say a small story from Kurai Ondrumillai of Mukku Lakshmi Nrusimha Acharya every week to start with. Okay. There was a wealthy man in a village. He did no noble deeds to his knowledge and never did a single act of good deed, that is the punyam. Once he got a beautiful lotus and decided to dedicate it by giving it to a lady he was in touch with, whose name was Krishna. On way, he sat by a pond full of water and was suddenly sick, and the lotus fell into the pond, and his last words were, Krishnarpanamastu. Even in his last breath, he dedicated the lotus to the lady of his love, his liking, Krishna, and then he died. Now he was taken to Yamaloka, and Chitragupta, the accountant of all our good and bad deeds, started reading his life. He started saying the dates from his birth, the birth of this wealthy man. Bad, papam, worst deed, bad deed, again heavy papam, and so on. Yama Dharma, got startled, and he asked, I always hire everyone's account, and the people who came before had at least did one single good deed. But this fellow, this wealthy man, surprises me, not even a single good deed. And he pulled out the book of accounts from Chitragupta. From the start, everything was written bad. And on the last day, it was written good, and after that, bad, overwritten by Chitragupta. Every transaction in our books of Papa Punya Karma cannot be written single-handedly by Chitragupta. There need to be 14 witnesses to that. The 8 directions, the inner soul of us, the Bhumi Devi, Bhuloka, the cow, the earth and all. Chitragupta says, because he said Krishnarpana, that last second I wrote it as a good deed. But immediately all these 14 witnesses objected. So I had to strike it and overwrite it. Yama got confused, and he invites Sapta Rishis, the holy Rishis, and they firmly explain, even though the wealthy man's intention was not Lord Krishna, he uttered from his mouth the name of Krishna. So it is to be accounted, as he said, as Lord Krishna, and he has to be first taken to heaven, the Swarga, and then only to Naraga, that is the hell. This wealthy man realized the power of the name of the Lord, and he felt ashamed of his whole life. On way heaven, he crossed a pond full of lotus. He rushed there, plucked the lotus, closed his eyes, and started uttering Dwaraka Nantana, Dwaraki Nantana, Krishnarpana, Yashodha Nantana, Krishnarpana, Krishnarpanam, Krishnarpanam, Krishnarpanam. Now everyone stood mesmerized, and they could do nothing. If a single lotus to the lotus feet of Nrusimha has this much power, let us think of the power of Sahasranama uttered daily, and the power that it shall give to us. The validity, the power of Lord's name. Okay, now to the Nrusimha temple of this week. I would like to start with the temple close to my heart, Srivilliputturu. You all would have known the main tower, the Rajagopuram, the emblem of Tamil Nadu's government of Srivilliputturu. If you enter through this, you directly go into the sanctum of Sri Lakshmi Nrusimha Parabrahman, the Murti. He looks painted beautifully with herbal colors glorified, colorful, shining, and will be holding on Mahalakshmi Taya to his side, and has so powerful, sharp, attractive eyes. The speciality of this Nrusimha is approximately 5,000 years before Periyalvar and Andal Nachyar daily had the darshan of him, and then only they climbed the stairs to the Vattapatra Shahi Sanctum in the first floor of the temple, the Divya Desha. Both Andal and Periyalvar have sung Pashurams in praise of this Nrusimha Murti. And again, if you come out of the temple and see the Dvajastambam, the flag post, if you raise your head There again you see a Yoga Nrusimha in a sitting posture. This Nrusimha is applied on with sandal placed and asked for wishes to be glorified, to be fulfilled. This is also another special feature of this temple. The next temple is our Thirumalai. We finished the Thirumalai Mahatmyam recently, and there is the Yoga Narasimha Sannidhi near the Sannidhi of Lord Ramanuja. It is said that this Lord was somewhere in Tirumala before, and Ramanuja during his reign in Tirumala installed him towards the Ananta Nilai Vimana, or the tower, to protect the temple from Mughal invasion. Such a powerful Narasimha Swami, the Lord is who has the capability of protecting the whole temple of Srivari Venkateswara Swami. Pranams to him. I think 2 Narasimhas this episode. Meet you again next episode. Srimat Payoniti Niketana Chakrapani Bhogendra Bhokamani Rajita Punyamurte Yogesha Shashvata Sharanya Vaptipota Lakshmi Narasimha Mamadehi Karavalampam. Oh Lord Narasimha, who resides in the ocean of milk, who is the holder of the great discus, the Sudarshana Chakra, the one who reclines on the Adishesha, looking glorious, bright, with the rays emitted from the gems present on the hood of the Adishesha. You are the Lord of all yogas. You are the eternal one. You have no end. We always have no fear in seeking your refuge. You are the one who acts as a boat to cross the ocean of these worldly affairs. O Lakshmi Narasimha, please give us your divine hands, your blessings. Lift us from all our sins and wrongdoings. This is the meaning of the Lakshmi Narasimha Karavalambam to start with. Srimate Nihamanta Mahadeshikaya Namaha.